So we have a problem. More so, I had a problem when I was leaving my high school. The pickup wouldn't start. Yesterday, we were having the same issue where it wouldn't start. The battery wouldn't hold a charge, it wouldn't turn over, it wasn't making enough power, and it wouldn't start. So we took the alternator and the battery, and we took them to a local parts store, and we got them tested. Well, the battery tested bad. The alternator has been tested like 5 different times and tested good. However, the grounding end for one of the wires that runs through the alternator was broken. So we replaced the grounding end, we got a new battery, and we installed everything. So I got all that done, and surprisingly, everything kicked over. It started up really fast and sounded pretty good. The belt was a little squeaky, but that's because it's new. So the belt was a little squeaky. But, other than that, it sounds really good. I have a video of me, just going up to 30 miles an hour, the speed limit. But I have a video on here of, me revving the engine a little. And it sounds pretty good. However, leaving high school today again, it died. I didn't have my jumper box with me, because this is all it needs to get some charge to get started. So I had my stepmom bring it up, and we got the pickup jumped, and she started driving it home so she could see if she could feel the alternator bad. Well, on the way back home, it died 3 times. A 10-minute trip turned into a 20 to 30 minute trip. It died 3 times. So while I was driving her Suburban behind her, I could not only hear it struggling, but I could smell it through the exhaust. Exhaust has a natural semi-potent smell. This one was really strong, and I can't describe it other than to say it was a really strong, potent smell. So, after we get home, I tell her this, and me and her deduce that it's probably an ECM problem, which is engine control module, which something in there needs broken, or not needs broken, is broken and needs replaced, or the whole thing needs replaced. And she says that might be what's draining constant charge from my battery. Now, she also said she thinks there's a fuel issue. Now, there is a thing we can buy, I just don't have the money for it yet, but what it is it's something you run through, you add it to your tank, and you run it through your car, and it's supposed to clear up any clogs you might have in your lines or system or anything. So, that's the next step, that and getting an ECM. However, I need the money for that. Now, I have to make a part 2, because this is a little long. I'm sorry.